Hey everybody, I'm the Crimson Scythe and welcome to my new Let's Play of Pikmin for the Nintendo Switch. All the Wii or the GameCube, depending on what, version you're playing. It's the same either way. Pikmin has been a very beloved franchise of mine since I was quite young, actually, way back in the day in like 2009, 10, something like that. Watching Let's Plays of like Chugga Conroy's Let's Play of Pikmin, which is what got me into the franchise. It's a fun game. However, there are a few glitches and bugs in the game that still pass over to the Nintendo Switch version. Unfortunately. So, with that all being said, let's just jump right into it. As you can see, I have played through the game before, however, I have not played through the entirety of the game. I've done a playthrough with 19 days and 29 parts. 11 days and 21 parts. That's my practice playthrough that I did yesterday. Literally, all of this was done yesterday. I'm proud of this. Just saying. Let's start up a new game, shall we? My name is Captain Oliver. While traveling through space, my ship was struck by a meteor. I must have blacked out, and I awoke on the surface of a weird planet. With so many parts lost, the skeletal hull of my beloved dolphin is a painful sight. The engine is gone. I'm stranded. To make matters worse, my atmospheric sensors indicate the planet's environment contains high levels of poisonous oxygen. My life support system can only function for 30 days. If I can't repair the dolphin by then? No! Better not think about it. I must find the missing ship parts. And here we are! We are here in the impact site. This is the first area of the game. The smallest area as well. Obviously, using the left control stick is the way you move around. The right control stick moves the camera around. There are other functions with the camera, however, we won't be able to use them just yet. We'll have some other things to do as well. However, we can go over here, and here is the first one of these. Wait, what is this? I'm kidding, yeah, I know what this is. A strange thing has appeared before me. I had barely begun my search when it reared up as if it were waiting for me. It then dropped a single seed. What is it? Is it alive? Is it a machine? It resembles a vegetable on my home planet, and we call it onion. I should call this an onion too. Yes, this is the onion. This is this is what the onion looked like before Pikmin 3 changed up. Yeah, here we go. The seed that the onion dropped took root in the soil and has now produced an adorable little sprout. The sprout emits a strange light, and it sways back and forth without benefit of wind. I cannot help but think it is calling to me. I am compelled. I must approach it and press A. Yes, if we press A on this little guy, This is the first Pikmin that we have ever seen or obtained. This is a red Pikmin. Extraordinary! When I plucked the sprout, it turned out to be a living creature, not a plant. Picking it has done no visible damage. It just stands there, staring at me with beady eyes. Its shape is similar to a thick brown carrot I love so much. I should call it a Pikmin. Here I am, stranded on a toxic planet, fighting to survive, and yet I am intrigued. I must research this fascinating creature. I shall try to grab it and throw it with A, and I will call it to my side with B. Perhaps it will react to pressing X or moving R while holding L as well. The following controls appear to allow me several viewpoints. ZL, or ZL, snap camera behind Olimar. The right control stick rotates the camera, as I mentioned. ZR is the zoom, and obviously the right control stick can also change the perspective if you go up and down. I must survive. I need to familiarize myself with these controls and my surroundings. So yes, as he mentioned, obviously we can zoom out the camera, and now hey, we can see the full thing here. So, using A, we can throw a Pikmin. B, whistle. Holding L, the left bumper, and using the right control stick, we can swarm our Pikmin on stuff. Why don't we throw our Pikmin on this little plant here? Astonishing! The onion has sown more seeds. The small red pellet the Pikmin harvested after cutting down a flower appears to be some type of food that can propagate more Pikmin. The onion seems to be some sort of incubator. Needless to say, I must study this strange life form more. Yes, this is how you get more Pikmin. You get pellets and you you bring them back to the onion, and they will essentially give you more Pikmin. I need to aim this. I'm not good with aiming Pikmin, in this game, should I say. I know in other Pikmin games I'm not too bad at it, it's just, yeah. Okay, let me have a look, see where I am. God, I don't like the camera in this game. This is the only thing that bugs me is the camera. Because, realistically speaking, this camera is super buggy. Okay, there we go, zoom in there. Let's go that way. We got that one Pikmin there. There's a 5 pellet over there that'll give us quite a bit of Pikmin. If we hold A while plucking Pikmin, we can gather more, or we can pluck at the same time instead of using A multiple times. So there's that. Let's just wait for these to sprout. Like I said, Pikmin 1 especially has a lot of bugs that the other games have henceforth fixed since this game's release. I mean, this game did come out in 2001, so I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really that bothered by it. Well, not too much at least. But there is a lot of bugs that I do want to point out as I'm playing through this game. So, yeah. Actually, there is one I want to talk about. Oh, actually, no, I probably should wait until we get to it, because it was something I experienced on my practice run, and I didn't know how it happened, it just did. If that makes sense. Anyways, push this box out of the way. The Pikmin are as curious as children. They seem to form groups to perform tasks that would be impossible for an individual. A glimmer of hope has begun to shine in my heart. If I could make use of their skills, perhaps I could fix my ship. I shall sum up all I've learned of Pikmin conduct. Approach and hold A to pick sprouts. Press A to grab Pikmin, release the throw. Press B to call them, X to dismiss. Move R while holding L to command and control the group, or otherwise known as swarming. Use EL or up, down, left, and right on the control stick or the right control stick, should I say, to control my perspective, i.e. the camera. I shall record this in my computer and access it with the plus. Weirdly enough, right, he says he's recording it in a computer. However, there's a problem with that, but I'll get into that after we do this. Amazing! There's no mistaking it. My ship's engine rests before my very eyes. By a stroke of pure luck, I have already stumbled upon the most important piece, my damaged craft. Fate has smiled upon me once again, but how will I get it back to the dolphin? Well, we used the Pikmin, we can see that, oh, it's too heavy. That means we need to sprout more Pikmin, which isn't too big of a deal, because we got pellets up here. We'll gather these. We'll gather this one up here. We'll grab that one. How many? 4? That's fine. Just... Anyways, as I mentioned about the computer thing earlier that Arma mentions, one of the chip parts that is missing is known as the analog computer. So, how in the absolute hell is he recording stuff on a computer that's not even there? That's one of the few things that kind of bugs me, is that all of our mentioned stuff, and unless he has like an extra computer, which in this case, why does he need it? I actually don't know if it's required or not. If it is, when many Pikmin seeds sprout at once, I find it rather tedious to pluck them from the ground individually. My wife always told me I was no good at routine tasks. I guess I'll try to get it all done at once by holding A until I pick all the Pikmin from the ground. I've noticed that when I add Pikmin to my group, they become filled with excitement and flushed with bright colour. At other times, they revert to a paler hue and give off a dim glow. Paying close attention to these differences is bound to help me distinguish between Pikmin. Yeah, that's the one thing about this game, is that there's a lot of stuff that comes up. A lot of things that Olma says. Yeah, he says a lot of things that kind of gets in the way of stuff. So on this day, there's no time limit. This day is completely, it's the easiest day in the entire game. And it also has you get the easiest ship part in the game, which is the engine, because obviously you need that to play the game. If you don't grab this, then you are screwed. Actually, here's a good question. I can't go to sunset. Okay. Oh, I thought I was gonna like cheese the system somehow. What are you? Okay, there you go. So, yeah. Oh boy, I'm nervous to play this game because this game can get really tedious if you're not careful. You really need to be careful when playing this game because everything bad that can happen will happen if you're not careful. Like, that's just a genuine fact about this game. Any Pikmin game, to be honest. Speaking of, I do plan on playing the other Pikmin games, apart from Hey Pikmin, because I've never played that before, and I don't really care for it that much. Pikmin 2, I'm definitely playing. Pikmin 3, I have not played before, so that will be a blind playthrough. And then Pikmin 4, I will play through as well. I have played through that, so... And if you're wondering why I haven't played Pikmin 3 yet, it's because I just haven't had the time to play it, and I got the game the same time I got Pikmin 4, so... Anyways... We got the ship, all running now. How it's running with literally barely anything, or just an engine, is incredible to say the least. We humans can't even do this, in real life, by the way. Oh, glorious! With the help of these Pikmin, I've taken a huge step back toward home. My ship can once again lift off. The glimmer of hope is beginning to burn more brightly. But what has become of the remaining parts? That search starts tomorrow. And yes, we now have the final, well, I guess the ending of the day. Yeah, the ending of end of every day in Pikmin is a very serious thing, if you get what I mean. We'll probably encounter that later on. But just know there's a reason why we can't stay overnight. One day since impact, I have somehow managed to launch the dolphin. I was surprised to see the onion lift off with me. Perhaps the Pikmin cannot survive overnight on the planet's surface. Or have they merely decided to join me for other reasons? Either way, it seems they will help me again tomorrow. The dolphin is missing 29 parts. If I can't recover them all, I may never return home to my family on planet Octane. Analysis shows life support systems will function for only 29 more days. How can I repair my dolphin in such a short time? A dense forest is visible on the surface below. As it holds the keys to my survival, I'll call it the Forest of Hope. I'll explore it tomorrow. So every time you play the first Pikmin game, on day 1 you will always have 25 red Pikmin. This isn't like this isn't like something you can cheese. This isn't something you can like say, oh well, like I have a way of getting more. At least I don't think there is. You are guaranteed to have 25 reds regardless. So a save. And we have the Forest of Hope. As you can see, there are 2 stars on the impact site, however there are 8 on this one. This means that at some point we will have to go back to the impact site, but not yet, because there's some things we need to get before coming back there. Which hopefully wouldn't be too long away, hopefully. But I think our next stop is the Forest of Hope. Next time, Pikmin 1 will do just that. See you guys then.